Wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators.
You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on it, flaring on it. We Ric Flairing on it, flaring on it. Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on it, flaring on it. Jack, we Ric Flairing on it, flaring on it. It's apparent these girls staring. I'm Ric Flairing, gold across my chest. I'm fresh to death. I'm Paul Bearing, not at all scary. When I open like Betty Wops and find to these circles that's going in like a carry shot. Woo! I'm going in like a Mary Pop off that Mary Crop at the top flow at the Marriott. So questioning me is like questioning you. See, we the best dressed, so come and get blessed with the crew. Not one but two, different ways to slaughter your crew. Committed tat across the chest, I guess she blessed with the truth. People want to see them checks, representation of proof. Living through my elders trying to resonate to the youth. But ain't nothing to get my flash on. Longevity is heavily embedded in my melanin. Layman terms, I last long. My grind repetitive, I'm smoother than real silk. Lyrical cash cow who can't cry over spilled milk. We in here. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on it, flaring on it. We Ric Flairing on it, flaring on it. The Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on it, flaring on it. We Ric Flairing on it, flaring on it. This ain't no normal situation, this preparation with greatness. Industry full of fakeness, it's really up for the taking. See, life is what happened to you, more so how you take it. Don't get stripped of your knowledge and mentally leave you naked. I like to live otherwise. I'm sorry that I'm fresh to death. I put the polo and apologize. See, black son, we ain't nothing like the mother guys. Quit to socialize, we organize, then we mobilize. Off the deep end like a scuba diver. And no confusion, just keep it pushing like Uber drivers. Woo! Business fresh just like a supervisor in a Gucci visor. Can't find a smoother rhymer. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on it, flaring on it. We Ric Flairing on it, flaring on it. The Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on it, flaring on it. We Ric Flairing on it, flaring on it.
Yeah, DQ baby. Shout out that boy Nigga for that fire track. Hey, Black Sun, sun up. What's up, Vinny Vegas? What in Vegas? Yeah. Shout out Pharaoh's Kids, D-Phase. Yeah. Bubba C. Yeah. Ric Flairing on them. Ric Flairing on them. Ric Flairing on them. Ric Flairing, son up, baby.
Hey, yo, Scotty, you going crazy for this one. We see what you're doing, we salute you. Hey, let's get it started. It's backpack, Capital One. What's in your wallet? Got a call from my man A. Scott. I said I got it. Love that you highlighting all of these black colleges. Try to pay me for doing this. Look, bruh, if you don't get off my line with that foolishness, voice of the SWAC, pull up where you at, no cap. If the Brody is speaking the soft facts, my advice, tune in to every show. Captain Petty, but we know that the sergeant is with the smoke. Speculate, just tell me what is we doing. Get into it, okay, look, I'ma say this and keep it moving. My boy Scotty, man, he offered the leash. Black grad, paying college, I'm glad that he called me. Walking, cause we all been taught that talk is cheap. Even primetime knows Scott for the HBCU streets.
What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Scotty. Listen, we're back with another one. Happy Hump Day! Hump Day. You already know what it is. We live in effect. Before we get started with anything, I got over 195 people in here. Go ahead and like the stream so I don't got to get my boy TG to call in and be like, get the likes up. so my girl don't have to come around the door and give me the evil stare. Get the likes up. Do me and you that favor, okay? It's not that hard. Just hit the thumbs up button and we'll keep this thing right on pushing. If you haven't become a member of the channel, the description's in the link below, all right? Or the link is in the description below. Whatever, you already know. Become a member of the channel. You already know what it is. Become a member. It is what it is. Support me while I support y'all. I keep y'all day entertained just like y'all keep me entertained. All right. So got the best chat in the world. You already know what it is. Got the Oregon merch. You already know what it is. I had to go neutral today. Because members be like, I be leaning too much left to right. So I had to go neutral. Shout out to my boy Blue. All right. Here we go. Me. Now listen. Okay. Listen. My girl says that I need to show off my maturity. She said it's too many times that I'm petty. And you know I love to be petty. Oh, it does me nothing better than to be petty. Oh, it really stirs my spirit, right? I mean, like it gives me every bit of goodness and googlies and all that. But I have to start showing off my maturity. I sat back. I saw my flaws. My girl shined a light on my flaws. So first thing first, I'm going to do this. First thing first, I would like to apologize, okay? I would like to apologize to Bashan McCray and his family. We felt here at the Offscript Productions that I've been going a little too hard on a college kid, right? So I hope they accept my apology. I am sincere in my apology. I can be critical without being over critical, like just mean and sully. You know what I'm saying? And no kid deserves that, right? Because at the end of the day, he is, putting his body on the line for the school. He is a Division I athlete. So I'm really not being petty. I'm being super serious right now. But, I just want to apologize to his family. You know what I'm saying, of my over critiquing of his play. Like I think I've been taking it a little too far. You know what I'm saying? So I'll ease back. I'll still criticize and can, give my opinions, but I'll just ease back on how hard I'm going on some players because they don't deserve that. They are still football athletes or whatever, grown kids, whatever you want to call them. It is what it is. But I did want to say that, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's my apology to you. So shout out to Bashan McCray and his family. Don't say I don't do anything nice. That's me maturing. That's me trying to progress and take that, next step into my maturity phase. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I cannot stand that boy. Damn it, Blue. I can't stand you, bro. I cannot stand you. All right, let's get to today's show. All right, so we got a couple topics we're going to talk about today. Fired coaches, the SWAC awards, and where will he be? Where will he be? All right, and when by he, I mean you already know. So the name that should not be spoken. All right, so let's get into it first. Now, I'm not the type of guy, okay, to say I told you so. That ain't even me. I'm not even that type of dude. Like I keep trying to tell you, I'm a real humble type of guy. Like I just be sitting in the cut like, hey, this is my opinion. And with my opinion, this is how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like I really don't even be tripping like that. I'm not an I told you so guy. But what I do like to do is just bring to your remembrance of what I said.
Another chance for everything they went through. Coach at BCU, how you feel about him?
I've been saying he should have been fired, and I'm going to keep saying he should be fired. I don't care what nobody says.
Even though all the stuff that happened wasn't under his control.
I do not care. He should be fired.
And they haven't made a move. He ain't going nowhere.
I don't care what.
I'm just saying.
I don't care.
With all the stuff that went on that he went through.
Coach Green.
COVID.
Can you not hear? I don't care. I do not care. He needs to be fired. I do not care. You come over to the SWAC, you suck. You still coaching the SWAC, you suck. Like, what are you talking? You go get Jalen Jones, you suck even more. Like, what are we talking about? You suck. Now, once again, I'm not the type of guy to say I told you so. I don't even get down like that. All I'm going to say is I said it when I said it, and I'm 4-0. My firings are better than my football picks. I think I can say that. My firings are better. I'm like 100% on firings. I'm like 55% with picks. I ain't even gonna hold you. I am not even gonna hold you. How blue be like 98% on his website. I'm like 100% for firings. So all I'm gonna say, I'm not the type of guy to say I told you so. But, because everybody was sending me, oh, Scotty, have you seen it? Have you seen it? Have you seen it? I saw it. Now, like I said in the video with Kofi, I like Terry Sims as a person, and I think he should be able to coach again based off his resume. But he had to go. Okay? He had to leave Bethune. You know what I'm saying? You know how you be at the club, you ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? So he's not a bad coach because his resume says he's not. But for Bethune and where they're going and where they've been doing for the last 2 seasons, yeah, it was that time. It was that time. So once again, like I said, I'm not the I told you so type of guy. But I'm 4-0. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Actually, I'm 5-0 because I said Doc Gamble need to be fired. I'm 5-0 because I said Doc Gamble need to be fired, and he was fired too. I am 4-1. I'm 5-1. You're right. You're right. Okay. I'm 5-1. You're right. McKinley came back. You're right. You're right. You're right. I give you that. I'm 5-1. Still better than my picks. I'm just gonna say that. Still better than my picks. So we'll just leave that at that. All right, listen. I got a short list. The script short list for Bethune-Cookman, right? So first, you got to kick the tires on Ed Reed. You got to kick the tires on Ed Reed. You got to see if I can pull him away from Miami. I think it will be great. The reason is because he's going to bring resources into Bethune-Cookman that they do not have. Once again, this is a private institution, so he can get money in a lot of different ways that the government going to be like this. We didn't see nothing. You know what I'm saying? They're going to hit you with one of those. All right, so I think kicking the tires on Ed Reed is a thing. Kofi told me Kevin Sumlin grew up in Daytona. I guess I threw him in there. But realistically, and shout out to my man Morgan. He reached out to me, wanted to become a member. Thank you so much, Morgan. We appreciate you here at the Offscript Group. All right, thank you so much. But realistically, listen, man, I'm going to try to get Brian Jenkins back. I'm going to try to get Brian Jenkins back. And I know people who have been in the SWAC land are going to be like, well, Scotty, he did this. He had violations. He did. Hey, Hugh Freeze out here failing up, okay? He got stuff at Liberty going on. He had stuff at Ole Miss. Was it Ole Miss? Yeah, it was He had stuff at Ole Miss. He had stuff at Liberty. He had stuff everywhere. And this Bama about to get a job at Auburn. So it should not be anything crazy for oh, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be no issue why you can't kick the tires on Brian Jenkins for trying to come back. Because when Brian Jenkins was there, you was winning. You was winning at a high level. You was beating FBS programs. Now with the NIL deal, I don't know. I just think that just to see if Brian Jenkins will want to come back, I think they should give him I would kick the tires on him. I really, if I couldn't pull the trigger on a celebrity guy, I will definitely reach back out to Brian Jenkins. He knows the area. He recruited well in Florida. I definitely think that's somebody realistically you have to look at. Now the next job, listen, this shouldn't be too this job is not too appealing for a lot of people, right? It kind of should be because Arkansas Pine Bluff has really great facilities. They have a great field, great facilities from all I've been told. So, listen, these are my two short lists for UAPB. I think Keith Scott, UCA, Central Arkansas's defensive coordinator, former coach at Valley. I think he's a grad of UAPB. Definitely don't have a problem with that. But Quentin Morgan, right? Quentin Morgan should definitely have a good chance at this job. This dude has been killing it at Langston. And listen, just off this picture alone, I'm going to tell you why this Bama should get the job. I ain't never seen a coach picture look this damn cool. He looked like a badass dude. I see power. I see pride. I see a badass mother who won't take crap from nobody. You got to have Quentin Morgan. Dog, this a clean dude. This a clean ass picture. Like, I've seen coaches with the little clown faces that is a dramatic, dope ass pick. He just looked like I like that. I like that. Ghost 2.0, I like that. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, he looked like he turned the program around, coming there looking like that boy looking like $1 million. You know what I'm saying? So, Quentin Morgan, I'm just saying, UAPB, PTPer, baby. I think he's like, he's got some unreal record at let me go look at this a little deeper. Sports, football schedule. All right. So he's 6-4. He's 6-4 this year. All right. Last year he was 7-3. Last year before that, he was, I think that's the spring year, he was 2-3. Let me see. I don't know how long he's been coaching here. Let me see. 8-2. Let me see how long he's been coaching at. He's in his 5th year. All right. So he's in his 5th year. All right. So let me see. Sports schedule. So he started in 2016. 7-2. 2017. 10-1. 2018. 9-2. 8-0 in the conference. 7-1 in the conference. 8-2. Guys, like 2-3. That was during the spring season. 2021. Again, 6-3, 7-3. So the guy is a winner. 6-4. The guy can win. The guy's a winner. You know what I'm saying? So why not look at a Quentin Morgan who's doing a lot with less down there in Oklahoma? Wow. It makes sense. And it's a UAPB job. Listen, if I'm UAPB, am I trying to rebuild something, right? I think UAPB needs to be, he's 47-14. Appreciate you, Tony. He's 47-14. UAPB should not be trying to be in the microwave industry. They need to be in the oven business. You are not trying to be a Jackson State to where you hit the microwave button, 30 seconds and your food's hot, right? But you don't know how to cook. You don't know how to build it on your own. You need a Quentin Morgan who has built a program, who has won, to kind of you want a built program. You want something that's sustainable, that is not a get-rich-quick scheme by your coach. You know what I'm saying? So, but if you can get a celebrity guy and that's what you want to move with, that's cool. But I think for UAPB, in my opinion, building a solid foundation should be what it is. You can go Cedric, but he's never been a head coach. He's doing okay at Grambling. I want somebody who has led a program, who has turned around a program, right, which he's done at Langston. He's in the Oklahoma area, which isn't far from that Texas, Arkansas region. You know what I'm saying? So he understands that. So, I'm more of that. If you want to add a Cedric Thornton, if you want to add a Broderick Fobbs, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have a problem if you added Broderick Fobbs, but I think these two guys will be my top choice. A Quentin Morgan, Keith Scott. Those will be my top choices for the UAPB job. All right. Now that's just me. All right. Let's get into it. Now, let's talk about these SWAC awards. Okay, because I feel like there's some mischief. There's some mischief for Ruff. There's some mischief. We gonna break this thing down because these SWAC awards, something just ain't right about these. It don't smell right. It don't look right. It don't do nothing right. Nothing about this looks right for me. All right. I'm gonna give you a top. Player A, 9 games, 98 tackles, 1 sack, 3 forced fumbles, 5 pass breakups. Player B, 11 games, 128 tackles, 2 sacks, 1 forced fumble, 2 pass breakups. Who do you go with? Chat, I ask you, chat. I ask you. Player A or player B? Should have like the Jeopardy. Boo, 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 boo. Clearly it's player B. Player A was a defensive player of the year. Player B was not. Player B had 30 more tackles than player A. Player B played 2 more games than player A. So I don't understand how somebody who leads the SWAC in tackles, right, which is a middle linebacker stat, how does Bubba from Alabama State, right, not have been the defensive player of the year? Now, that's a popularity contest because if we talk about stats, it's not even close, right? Next one, since everybody think they know, player A, 9 games, 7 sacks, 6 assisted sacks. Player B, 11 games, 5 sacks, 2 assisted sacks. Player A or player B? It seems like, does anybody know who player A is? Does anybody know who player A is? Player A is Jordan Nelson. Player B is Niles Gaddy. How does Niles Gaddy get first team? D lineman. First team? He's like number 12th on the list. He's not even in the top 10. And this Bama is on the first team. And Jordan Nelson is not even on the list. Jordan Nelson is not even on the list. So let's go to offense, right? I put a question mark. For Savion Wilkerson, right? And this is why I put a question mark, is because Kayvon Britton had more yards. He had 16 touchdowns. Listen, Kayvon Britton had 16 touchdowns. Brian Scott, shut your dark ass up. All right, shut your midnight ass up. Because no, shut up. Anyway, Savion Wilkerson did not have 16 touchdowns. Kayvon Britton I would have swapped him. That's just me. First team and second team, I would have swapped Kayvon Britton for Savion Wilkerson. And this is why. It's because Kayvon Britton had 16 damn touchdowns. Now, if Jackson State would have fed the ball to Savion Wilkerson the way he was supposed to, maybe he has 10 touchdowns. Maybe he has 12 touchdowns. But me personally, I'm going with Kayvon Britton. He has more rushing yards than Savion Wilkerson. He had more touchdowns than Savion Wilkerson. So that should be a Kayvon Britton award, and Savion should have been on the second team. Now, Dallas Daniels, as a first-team wide receiver, I have a hard time with that because I think Derek Morgan should have been placed above him. Now, Dallas Daniels, he had the big name, but Derek Morgan is the second leading receiver in the SWAC. So I don't understand. Listen, you guys are making excuses. Oh, he didn't start the whole season. That's not Kayvon Britton's fault. This is a stats award. Okay? It is a stat award. Based off your stats, Derek Morton. So, based off your stats, that's how you get where you at. So, to me, it is what it is. You can't say, oh, he didn't play. That's not my fault. That is not my fault. Derek Morton from Texas Southern should have been the second team wide receiver. That just is what it is. Offensive line, nobody really cares, blah, 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 blah. All right? Defensive lineman. Isaiah Land should not have been first team. He shouldn't have. Just that simple. All right, Kamari Steffens, I didn't have a problem with that. Now, listen, the biggest snub is Jordan Nelson not being first team. That is the absolute biggest snub, next to Adrian Maddox not being a first team defensive back. Listen, I love Cam. I think Cam is dynamic, but Cam should not. Omari Hill Robinson nor Cam should have been over Adrian Maddox. Point blank, period. Point blank, period. Cam should not have been a first team DB. One of these guys got to get off, in my personal opinion. They got to go. Ronnie Thomas should be in replace of Isaiah Land. Ronnie Thomas is a D lineman. He is not a linebacker. The first team linebacker should have been Matthews, the guy you see on the second team, right? So Matthews should have been placed on the first team from Grambling. It should have been Aubrey, Lewis, and Colton. Ronnie Thomas should be in place of Niles Gaddy. He should not have been on the first team. Cam is not a first team defensive back. He is not. And I love Cam. He's not. It's not how this thing works. Ronnie Thomas was leading in the FCS for sacks at one point in time. How is he who plays D-line? How do you move him to? He doesn't even have the stats to be a linebacker. He doesn't even have the stats to be First of all, Ronnie Thomas at linebacker is disrespectful to Lewis at Grambling. All right? Point blank, period. And absolutely, how in the blue hell does Kevin Coleman be freshman of the year over Adrian Maddox or Travis Hunter? That doesn't make any sense. That's when you just putting people in places that they shouldn't be. It's ridiculous. Kevin Coleman was not that impactful all season. Kevin, you could probably name on one. You could probably name one. How does Travis not qualify? How the hell does Travis not qualify when he's a freshman? That doesn't even make sense. You got to play a certain amount of games. Travis Hunter, first of all, Adrian Maddox should have won it, period. I don't give a freak how many games Travis Hunter played. Kevin Coleman shouldn't have won it. Should have been Adrian Maddox award. Adrian Maddox should have moonwalked with that award. So it shouldn't have mattered. I don't give a damn about how many games Travis Hunter played. Anyway, if you're going to pick a freshman off that team, it damn sure shouldn't have been Kevin Coleman. That's my point. Adrian Maddox should have walked away with it. This is a blindfold award. He is probably next to Travis Hunter, he's probably the most impactful freshman. If you want to talk about games, Adrian Maddox started the whole season. Adrian Maddox started the whole season. He's been killing since Howard. So for that to happen, it's mind-boggling to me. Anybody who voted for Kevin Coleman should get their credentials revoked because you're not watching film. There's no way. Kevin Coleman's not even top 5 in receiving. He's probably, I want to say he's not probably top 10. He's probably not even top 10, but I damn sure know he ain't top 5. So what impact does he really have? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man. Listen, I understand it, right? Because popularity, the hot team, I get it. But some things are just based on film and stats. And film and stats tell you that Adrian Maddox should have walked away with Freshman of the Year. And if I was him, I would be damn hot that Kevin Coleman, who was this 4-star, all this crap, didn't do nothing compared to me. Was not even on my level impactfully wise. Just because he's on a better team does not mean he was impactful for his team. Miss me with that, bro. Miss me with that. So, I mean, it is what it is. At the end of the day, listen, I don't give a damn about your all-purpose of nothing. He wasn't even the punt returner for most of the year. So what all-purpose are you talking about? Kevin Coleman wasn't even the punt returner or the kick returner for most of the year. He would play in spot duty. Oh, here, Kevin back there now. Here's this. Oh, here now. Oh, he here now. Oh, he here now. Come on, man. Stop it. Stop it. Everything else, the Defensive Player of the Year award should have went to Bubba. Should have went to Bubba. Now, if you want to say that, you know, because Aubrey's on the best defense, he leads it. Okay, I'm not too upset at that. I'm not too upset at that because he at least got first team, right? He at least got first team. But, you know what I'm saying? For Adrian Maddox to not be on a first team defensive, like that's criminal. That's criminal. You know what I'm saying? That's criminal. Just absolutely criminal. So it is what it is, man. To me, it shows like all the facets of what the SWAC is lacking in knowledge of football. Because if you're really watching film, if you're really understanding the game, there's no way that you have Kevon Britton statistically under Savion Wilkerson. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't. And it's not, listen, you can have a lot of Jackson State players if that's the whole mantra that you want to go with. It's like, oh, we want to get Jackson State because they're the best team, so they should have the most players or however. That's cool, but you could put them on second team because there are kids that were better than them at their position. It just is. So, yeah, you might, because you can't blame Kevon Britton for being the only thing his team had, and he still outperforms you. You can't be mad at that. That's all they had. He did what he was supposed to do. Now he's second team because he has 16 touchdowns, over 1,000 yards, and he's second team? No, move Wilkerson to second team. Move Dallas Daniels to second team. There are other players that were better than them in that position. There's no reason that Niles Gaddy should have been first team. There's no reason that Cam should have been first team. Just because your defense is good does not mean individually they're better than somebody else. You have a great defense. Doesn't mean they're individually better than the player, because if I take Niles Gaddy off and give you Ronnie Thomas is still good. If I take Niles off and give you Sundata Anderson is still good. He could still start for your team. It's crazy to me. It's just really crazy to me. So I agree. I don't think Lance should have been on there either way. I think he had a horrible season. That's just me personally. I think he should be on the second team. I don't think he should have been first team. I think he got first team off his name. That's just me personally. So it's statistically, Derek Morton was better. Statistically. I don't know. I don't know what who's better. Like statistically, Derek Morton was. I take Bubba. I've been a Bubba fan since he played his freshman year in the spring. To me, I don't think there's it. Listen, man, I'm gonna have to open the call lines up because I'm gonna need somebody to explain why Aubrey Miller is better than Colton Adams.
You are the only participant in the conference.
I need somebody to explain to me.
All participants are muted.
Why Aubrey Miller is just so much better. Somebody's gonna have to explain that to me. How Aubrey Miller is so much better than Bubba Adams. And I need you to tell me, not because it ain't statistically. So I need you to show me or tell me, hey, Scotty, it's because he does this. Xavier's on first team. It's very simple. If you're saying eye test, then eye test what? Eye test what? You guys are in the chat just talking. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Eye test. What does the eye test tell you? Because I see a player that has to do more. Okay, I'm not, because all y'all gonna do is sit in the chat and talk about, oh my God, Dick Ride Aubrey, which he's not a bad player. But explain to me a player who has to do more for their team is better than a player that doesn't have to do as much as the other guy. And I'm not saying Bubba is head and shoulders above Aubrey. I think they're both talented linebackers. I think if you switch the roles, you don't have a drop-off. Aubrey Miller doesn't. Oh my. What, Rocky?
All right, Scotty, you know, you're an offensive guru, you're an offensive guy. So I'm going to tell you something about statistically about defenses, right? Normally, the better your defensive team is, right? Your stats are generally reduced because there are much less opportunities for you to make sacks, make tackles, make interceptions, because you get the offense off the field, right? So that's why in defense, you really have to look at the overall impact that an individual player has on their defensive squad. And Aubrey you can't miss Aubrey when he's in the game, bro. He jumps off the screen anytime you watch Jackson State defensively. And Jackson State is the best defense in the SWAC. So you can't just look at stats and say this player is better than this player when Aubrey Miller's obviously this is something that Aubrey benefits from, but he has no control of it. He's playing with a better team. Aubrey Miller has no control over that.
So
but
that makes him a
what
better
he does
player
on the field is so impactful, bro. It is no one else in the SWAC on defense jumps off the screen like Aubrey Miller.
You don't watch Alabama State. There's no way you can. It's no way. Dog, Bubba Adams had over 17 tackles against Jackson State. Were you not watching the same game?
Yes, and I also watched him against Howard, and he had about 11 tackles then, chasing dudes down.
Is that not what linebackers do?
5 yards down the field?
Outside the tackles?
Yes. What I'm saying, when Aubrey touches you, you stop right where he touches you. There's no struggle. There's no leaning for more yards. Bro, all that matters, man. Aubrey is such a dynamic linebacker.
How so? What makes him dynamic?
Okay, so what makes him dynamic is how he has the ability to stop the middle, to clog up the middle, right? Make it virtually impossible to run up the middle, and also on passing downs, create a hell of a push on the pocket, and sometimes he even gets the sack
because he's blitzing.
Bro, and he's playing with other guys who they are in the game to pass rush, and sometimes he beats him to the quarterback, bro.
So you're telling me, let me get this straight. I really want you to understand it. So you're telling me, if you take Aubrey Miller, this is what I'm saying. If you take Aubrey Miller and put him on Alabama State, is he still the same player? That's all I'm at. Yes or no?
In my opinion, yes. But I mean, that's a hypothetical.
No, because what I'm saying is, listen, Alabama State does not play the same system that Jackson State does. They don't blitz him. Bubba does not blitz as much as Aubrey blitzes. Aubrey blitzes at least about, I'll say 60 or 70% of the plays. He's blitzing. He's coming downhill. It's either a delayed blitz or it's a blitz where he's on the A gap. He is head up in the A gap coming downhill. Bubba does not play in that system to where they're asking him to blitz every single down or maybe every other play. He is more of a read and react linebacker. So I'm asking you again, does not the style of play, that's one, affect the player? And two, does not the people you play around affect the player? Because Devontae Davis, to me, is the most important person on that Jackson State defense because you had to double team him. I can show you film after film after film of Campbell double teaming Devontae Davis and the guard never being able to go get Aubrey Miller because they were so focused on handling Devontae Davis. Does that make Aubrey less of a dynamic athlete? No, but it does help if you got Haloti Ngata in the middle and you can't go get Ray Lewis because you're double teaming.
Scotty, I understand that, but that doesn't change the impact that Aubrey had on the Jackson State defense, which was the #1 defense in the SWAC. Aubrey should not be penalized or anything for because he played with other very competent players. What Aubrey was asked to do was above and beyond.
Above
right?
and beyond
what?
what?
Excuse me, let me say, what he did was above and beyond any other linebacker in that system, and the majority, overwhelming majority of the linebackers in the SWAC.
How was
he
it?
Jumped out, bro. He jumped out the screen.
Listen, okay. How was what he? Let me ask you this: who was the better? I won't even go there. I won't go back. I'll stay on this year. I won't even do that. My thing with Aubrey Miller has never been that he's a great linebacker, right? Because the thing about Aubrey is he's a thumper, right? He is going to light you up, and it's hard to consistently keep wanting to block, or like if you're a running back having to deal with Aubrey blitzing constantly over and over and over again. He is a brick wall. He is a brick wall running at you consistently. That's his strength, right? My thing is that from what you're asking, the scheme and everything and what it fits Aubrey. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's like asking Shaq to shoot threes. That's not what he does. Keep him in the paint, right? But I think my personal opinion is that once again, the Keontae Hamptons of the world, the Bubbas of the world are more dynamic at linebacker because they're asked to do more with less players. Like, he doesn't have Devontae Davis. He doesn't have Justin Reagan. He doesn't have all these guys. He has a few guys that do their job, and the scheme fits Bubba to where he's allowed to read and react.
So Scotty, are you familiar with Zach Thomas, who played for the Miami Dolphins?
Yeah.
And I know you're familiar with Ray Lewis, right?
Yeah.
On any statistical measure, right, Zach Thomas used to outperform Ray, right? When you talk about tackles, But if you look at games, Ray would change the outcome of games by plays that he made. I don't like to, as a defensive player and a guy that loves defense, I hate guys who rack up a whole bunch of goddamn tackles. Because you can rack up a whole bunch of tackles without ever making a play. Aubrey used to make plays. And I can honestly say, the guy that you're talking about from Alabama State, the two games that I watched, I didn't see him make plays. I saw him make tackles, but I didn't see him make plays. And I hope you understand what I'm saying. Making plays is different than making tackles.
I like that example. I give you that. I do like that example. That's a great example because Zach Thomas was a tackling machine. He'll have like 120, 130 every year, like 115, 120, 130 in those ranges. Yeah, I like that example. I think that's a great example. I just don't think Aubrey Miller is Ray. I don't think he just. I'm gonna just give you
and that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. Here's the reality, though, right? Here's the reality.
Hold on. You're saying Aubrey Miller makes plays and Cohen makes tackles. I get what you're saying. I just don't think that Aubrey Miller is that impactful on any other team. I think Ray Lewis is that guy. I don't think Aubrey Miller is. I think if you take Aubrey Miller away from that scheme, he's not the same linebacker. I think he's good, but he won't be Defensive Player of the Year good. I believe, this is my personal opinion, that you could take Bubba and put Bubba on Jackson, and he will be just as good, 100, 110, 115 tackles, and still be in discussion of Defensive Player of the Year. I don't think it's the same.
So I'll put it another way, though. We know that the Jackson State defense will probably be as effective as it would be with the other players, right? I'm not doubting it. But would that other player be as noticeable and as impactful as Aubrey Miller? That's the question that I ask. Is if you move Bubba over to the Jackson State defense, will he just be just another guy, or will he be that guy that Aubrey Miller is?
The only reason Aubrey Miller is that guy is the way they use Aubrey. They use Aubrey as a battering ram.
So you're saying Aubrey is a system linebacker is basically what you're saying.
That's all I'm saying. Aubrey Miller, I think at the Senior Bowl, you will really get to see what Aubrey Miller is. Why? You're not allowed to blitz. You're not allowed to blitz at the Senior Bowl. You have to make drops. You have to read and react. You have that. That's the part of Aubrey Miller's game that is lacking. And I'm waiting to see it at the Senior Bowl. He is not asked to do that at Jackson State. He is a battling ram. He is stay inside the box, blitz, come hard, run through, whatever you want him to do like that. That's what they ask him. The only time Aubrey Miller ever drops back is 3rd and 15, 3rd and 20, and they rush 3 and drop 8. That's the only time Aubrey Miller drops back. So I want to see him at the Senior Bowl run with tight ends, take running backs out the backfield in the flat. Can you guard one-on-one a running back coming out the slot or with a Texas route? That's what I'm willing to see, because I've seen Bubba drop. I've seen Bubba cover in space. I've seen him read and react and respond. I've seen that. But all I've seen from Aubrey Miller from day one, even when he had Keontae Hampton, was blitz, 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 blitz.
But Scotty, this goes back to a conversation you had last year. I don't know if you remember, but I remember, because again, Aubrey Miller, I'm a fan of him for no other reason than he has my last name. But I remember you saying you're going to see what kind of player Aubrey Miller is now that he doesn't have Keontae Hampton and Houston. You said that, right?
Yeah.
You're going to get to see, is Aubrey Miller that kind of player? Bro, what else does he have to do, Scotty? Like, he is a legit player. Now,
I didn't say he wasn't.
You bring up very good concerns about him in coverage and in space. I can't argue that. They don't use him that way. You have no idea what his skill set is in the scheme that they run, and I agree. That's a place where he could be exposed. But he proved to you without Houston and without Keontae, he's still that guy. And you got to at least give him that. He was
the guy. Listen,
the number one.
He was the guy last year. I said Keontae was a better linebacker than him. Why? Because he's more versatile. He does more. He had to do more. He ran with running backs. You saw him outside on screen plays, read and react. Like, you saw that from Keontae Hampton, and they always keep Aubrey inside the tackle box. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that when you ask Aubrey to do what Aubrey does well, that he doesn't do it well. He does it well. He does it at a high level. If you ask Aubrey to come downhill, fill a gap, whatever, he's going to do it. He's going to do it damn good. What I want from a linebacker in the style of play of which the NFL is going to, in which most college football goes to, other than the SWAC, because they don't have quarterbacks, is a spread style offense where my linebacker has to be able to get downhill, retrace and get out, has to be able to drop back into space and read, has to be able to read and react and come downhill. And you just don't see it enough on the film to say he can do that. That's why I'm excited to see him at the Senior Bowl, because they won't allow him to blitz. You got to read and react. You have to drop.
Again, he's going to that next level, and all that will be determined on that next level. But I also want to say this last thing, is that Jackson State dominated the SWAC, bro. And you can say what you want to about some of the selections, maybe questionable, but if anything was close at any position, Jackson State deserved to get the Jackson State players deserve to get the nod because of their team performance.
It doesn't make the individual better than if I stack individual head to head, it doesn't make that guy, because he's on a better team, better than the individual. That does not make sense. That's like saying
I agree with you with you, but the fact of the matter is, if it's close, if it's anywhere close,
who's close? Give me a close.
On the better team should get the nod.
Give me a close.
I mean, like the linebacker comparison, the defensive line comparison that you gave was close to me.
I said that in the beginning. I said Bubba still got first team. I'm pretty cool with that, but I see how you went with Aubrey. He's the face of the program, whatever, blah, blah, blah. All right, cool, got it. Other than that, who is close? Who on Jackson State defense or offense that was just so dominant, other than Shador, other than Wilkerson, right? Because even if you went with Wilkerson, I can show you a better running back with better stats with a worse team.
See, I would have selected Wilkerson just based on what he did in big games for Jackson State. Like, I wouldn't give a damn about the stats. If Wilkinson got over 1,000, I would have, because of what he did in games. But that's just me. Like I don't think it's a objective award. I don't think it's whoever gets the most stats should get the nod. I think you should look at the game. Because look at it. Like, one of the things I have a problem with Southern players is this. They played 2 trash-ass games against teams that did not have equal competition, adequate competition. You can say what you want to say about Jackson's schedule. They played 11 teams. They played 11 real college football teams. And you can't say that about Southern. They played 9 games against college teams and 2 high school teams.
The people that are on that list, Corian Harris, he's probably the best safety in the SWAC. Who's a better safety than Corian Harris in the SWAC?
But I thought, is that Nelson dude from Southern that you were talking about?
No, he's from Alabama State, so you don't even know who you're talking about.
Well, I'm just saying, I didn't know where it was from. That Nelson dude I thought you was talking about from, but the Nelson guy was close to one of the, who was he compared to one of the secondary guys?
What Nelson guy?
Nelson plays what? Linebacker, defensive line?
He played D-line.
So who should he have? So he should be in front of Niles Gaddy?
Fuck yeah, Niles Gaddy is like 12th on the list. Are you serious?
Man, get out of here.
I'm dead ass. I can pull it up and show you. Jordan Nelson.
No, I'm not saying that. But did you watch the games though?
What game was Niles Gaddy that impactful? Other than the 3-sack game.
He had 2 multi-sack games. He had 2 multi-sack games.
And that's it. 2 multi-sack games is better than somebody who has 7 sacks with less games. He's played less games. He had 9 games, more sacks. And Niles Gaddy isn't even the top 5 in his statistics. What are you talking about?
So then you gotta go look at snaps. How many snaps was Niles Gaddy getting compared to this other guy?
That's not my concern.
See, you don't want to take into account the things that could impact the accumulation of stats.
If you're so dominant, it shouldn't matter.
The number of stats
if you're so dominant, it shouldn't matter. If you're that dominant when you win the game, James Houston could have had 10 snaps. I'll bet you 3 of those snaps, he's going to get a sack. If you're that dominant, the guy isn't even in top 10 in sacks. You're a D lineman. You had 2 multi-sack games, which actually boosts your stats. It's no different than Isaiah Land last year when he got 5 sacks against South Carolina State. And you're like, damn, them sacks was like whack. It ain't no difference. So you got
like I said, based on what I saw when the teams played Jackson State, right? Because I didn't watch all 10 of Alabama State's games or Alabama A&M games or Southern games. I watched all 11 Jackson State games. And when the players played Jackson State, I didn't notice a player on Alabama State's team other than that linebacker and that DB, like number 0 and number 2 or something like that, that could play on Jackson State defense, in my opinion. That was just me.
So they couldn't play, but they only beat you by 11.
Yeah. I mean, did you see the stats for that game, bro?
They can play, but you only beat them by 11.
Did you see the stats for that game, Scotty? I don't even remember them off the top of my head, but I know Jackson State had like 350 yards and Alabama A&M had like 160, 170. Alabama State had 160, 170.
So let me get this straight. So is it about yards or is it about scoring? I'm asking a question because you can outgain like in Gramblin's situation. You can outgain Southern the whole game and still lose. So I'm gonna ask you: is it about yards or is it about touchdowns? Is it about scoring?
But when you're evaluating individuals, Scotty, it's about how they impacted the game. It's about how they impacted the game, Scotty. I don't like stat accumulators. I never have. I never liked guys who just accumulated stats and they didn't have an impact on the game. how a guy impacts the game matters, and it should matter when you're voting.
So the team is so Jackson State is a stat accumulator. If you have all these stats and they don't equal up to a lot of points, what did you really do? What did you really do?
I mean, that's my point, Scotty.
I'm asking you. That was your point. If Jackson had,
I was saying on the scoreboard, the game was not dominant on the scoreboard, but statistically, Jackson State dominated the game. That's the point I was making. Like statistically, when you talk about yards,
I just told you a game with Southern and Grambling where Grambling outperformed Southern in every statistic other than turnovers, and they lost.
Man, they had a whack quarterback. They were unless
Alabama
Hugh Jackson
State
took the ball out of that quarterback's hand, they were going to lose that game.
Alabama State
they had to take the ball out of that quarterback's hand.
Alabama State
that was the problem with that game.
Alabama State didn't.
What you mean?
Alabama State didn't have a whack quarterback too in that game?
I like Davis, but I mean I understand why you can criticize it. I do.
3215 coming to you. Hey, caller, you live.
Hey, Scotty. Good afternoon. How you doing?
What's up?
So, my last caller was talking about Zach Taylor. Zach Thomas. He had Jason Taylor on the edge. That's why Zach Thomas had to get all those tackles. I mean, you want to talk more about an impactful player, you're going to talk more about Brian Urlacher in his both Chicago Bears days and in his New Mexico days when he was returning punts on special teams because they didn't have nobody else. Or you want to talk about like a Pat Tillman or somebody. But Ray Lewis, that's a very, very, very high pedestal that you got to put Aubrey Miller on. Yeah, he's a system guy similar to who's the guy that played at Alabama? He's with the Patriots now.
I don't know. Somebody in the chat will probably tell me.
Hightower.
Dante. Yeah, Dante.
Yeah, so he's not near because I think Hightower is closer to Lewis than Miller is, and he was pretty feared at Alabama. So he's a good system guy. I think he would be closer to Khalil Mack in terms of the style of play and how they can cover, or maybe a Bobby Wagner. But I mean, he's a little shorter, right?
I think Bobby's like 6'1", maybe 6 foot.
Okay, so there's a little difference there. But in terms of like the rest of the list, I mean, I don't know. This might be an unpopular opinion. I like Wilkerson, but like you said, the other guy had a better statistical year. I think. What do you think about Akil Glass? I'll wait for a second. What do you think about Akil Glass and what he did?
I think Akil Glass was a system quarterback. I think Akil Glass, knew the system inside and out. I think he's a USFL type guy. I think he's an XFL type guy. I never thought he was going to get drafted. I never said he was. I said he wouldn't. Everybody was like, "Oh, Scotty, you crazy." He's too slow. He's too slow. He can't move.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a hindrance on him. It's no different than people feeling about Aubrey Miller. If Aubrey Miller goes to the Senior Bowl and shows that he can cover, then yes, maybe he's a 5th round pick, maybe he's a 6th round pick. But if he gets out there and he shows he cannot cover, he can't move in space, he will not get drafted. Go ahead.
Right. Now, with that said, from my opinion only, I think if Akil Glass, all else equal, and he has the same opportunities as Shedeur, I think he could probably beat Shedeur out statistically.
Yeah, does it make him a better quarterback, though?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
but, all right, man. Thank you.
No problem. Listen, Akil can beat Shedeur statistically in a lot of things, right? Doesn't mean he's a better quarterback just because he beats him out statistically. Like, statistics don't always mean everything to the subject. To me, it's like this, right? When I'm looking at the reason I would go Kayvon Britton over Savion Wilkerson is this. For Savion Wilkerson, for the team, right? He was important for Jackson State to get that offense going. Kayvon Britton was all that UAPB had. Literally. They were running. Against Alabama A&M, he had over 300 yards of total offense. It was the Kayvon Britton show. So when he's the only thing a team has, when you go into a game and you're the only thing a team has, how are you not the most important thing? How are you not better than Savion Wilkerson, who did not have the full attention of a defense? It doesn't. I mean, like when you play UAPB, you knew what it was. You know what it is. I don't understand it. 8-2, let me go 8622 coming to you. Hey, calling you live.
Scott, hey, what up? Josh.
What's up, Josh? Talk to me.
you.
What's up, Jay? Talk to me.
Not much. So I was just calling just because, just to kind of give a little insight on how all the voting goes. So the voting is by the coaches and the SIDs, the head coaches. And sometimes it can be a little confusing because they have the names in alphabetical order. So you may go down the list, click them in order as you see them, but whoever you click first gets the most amount of points. So I think sometimes what happens is someone may get more points because that's the first person clicked, versus putting them in an order or selecting this person I think should be first team and this person I think should be second team. So I think sometimes that kind of might mess up with some of the final results and how they appear.
So, okay, I get what you're saying. So you pretty much say they should, if you give out the list, they should build their own first teams. Like that would make it make sense. Like,
yeah,
hey, build your first team, build your second team, and then put in the people who you think should be the defensive player of the year, the freshman player of the year, like that, instead of just having a list of people and clicking on them. That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just the software that's used or what, but that's how it is. And then also another thing is, I'm sure everyone does it, but some people may not vote for someone who had a really good year in hopes that their person gets above them. No, they don't reveal votes, so no one knows who voted for who. Now, some conferences do, some don't. But yeah.
Okay. Hey, Jay.
So that's just kind of insight of how it happens and how sometimes some people might make first team when, they should make second, or someone may not make a team when they should at least make a second team.
Makes sense. No, it makes sense. I like that. I think they need to change that up most definitely. Hey, what's up, Jay? Appreciate the call, Jay.
Oh.
All right, man. Thank you, Mr. Campbell. Thank you. Coach Green, coming to you. What's up, Coach Green?
What's up, man? Hey, your last caller, he was right, man, with the way the voting go, because they do it in basketball. So it's crazy how it happens, and then plus it's political when it comes to vote. So that's the things you got to take into account. Now, as far as the defensive player of the year, I'm gonna say this: either one of them could have won. It could have been Audrey, or it could have been both from Alabama State.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I'll give you that. That's fair.
It could have been either one, because both of them was they was good at what they was doing and what their responsibility was. They did it at the best of their ability. So, that's how I look at it. Now, the receiver part, when you were talking about Dallas Daniels, that's the only one I'm gonna have to completely disagree with you on. And I want to know, before I answer, I want to know why you said Wharton should be over Dallas.
Because statistically, he's second ranked in the SWAC.
Okay, you know he had more. He had less yards than Dallas, right? Yeah. I'm about the one from Texas Southern, right?
Yeah, I think he had like 5. I think Dallas has like 6 something, and I think that.
Yeah.
And I think Dallas. I think Derek had like 580 or 560, something like that. But
and only one touchdown. Dallas had 6.
All right, I guess you got me on that one. On the thing it says second, so I was like, hey, I'm gonna roll with it.
Yeah. I looked at all the stats just to make sure, because I can't go to you and say something because you go sit there and try to chop me up.
Yeah, I would.
And then hang up on me.
Quickly.
But anyway, yeah, that's the only reason I disagree with you on Dallas. But all the other ones, freshman of the year situation, yeah. But it's the way the vote is set up, and that makes it so crazy, man, because it happens in basketball, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw it happen too much in basketball, being where I'm at now. And I don't know how to fix it, but I don't know. I don't know how to fix it, dog. I don't know how to fix it without taking the political part out of it, because everybody talk and everybody make deals and all that stuff. So it's just tough. But other than that, you can say that about, Gotti, but he still, I feel like he deserved to be on one of the teams, bro. He still deserved to be on one of the teams, but yeah, the freshman should be on there.
Who?
Miles Gotti?
Yeah, I don't have a problem.
Giles Gotti, whatever.
Niles Gotti. I don't have a problem if he was second team. I don't have a problem with that. Like, I just don't think he deserved to be on the first team, especially when Jordan Nelson better statistically. Some of that stuff just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, because I ain't look at them numbers of Nelson, so I can't really contest it. But did Nelson make one of the teams?
I think he's on the second team, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
No, I don't think he's on
either. Well, at least he made it.
I don't think he's on either team. I think somebody said he's not on either team, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see, because let me bring this up real quick. I don't think he's on either team. Let me hold on. Present. Share screen. All right, so I'm looking at the stats right now, right? So Isaiah Land, this is for sacks. All right, this is for sacks.
Mm-hmm.
It says Nelson Jordan, number 1, Isaiah Land, number 2, Kamari Steffens, number 3, Ronnie Thomas, number 4, Malachi Bailey, number 5, Justin Reagan, number 6, which that dude's crazy. Sandata Anderson, number 7.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Claudin Sherlitz, number 8, Jalen Campbell, number 9, Taj Brown, number 10, Anderson, number 11, Niles Gaddy, number 12. Now you're telling me that somebody who is 12th on this list is a first team All-American.
But you also got to take into, I understand where you're coming from, but you got to take into account the overall stats, everything, tackles for losses, this, that, and that stat. It's a whole lot of stats you got to take into account when you're looking at that, not just sacks.
Okay, I'm on tackles for loss. Niles Gaddy is 21st, right? You still got Justin Reagan in top 5. You still got Claude in top 6. You got Isaiah Land. You got Ronnie. You got Zarion Harris. You got Colton Adams is number 9 over Aubrey Miller for tackle for losses.
What Nelson ranking at? What Nelson ranking at? That's the one we got to worry about.
Nelson he's 25th. So Niles is 21st. Jordan Nelson is 25th in tackles for losses, right? So you got that.
All right. What about assists?
He has. I think he has them beaten now. I'm gonna go back to sacks. So assisted sacks, he has 6. Niles Gaddy has 2 in assisted sacks. Yeah, he has. Let me see what else. He also has more sack yards than Niles Gaddy does. He also has more solo. He also has more solo sacks than Niles Gaddy does. What else? What else is it? Let me see if there's anything else. Pass defended, tackles for loss. I don't think neither one of these guys are in the top. Let me see. Yeah, neither one of these guys are in top 25 for tackles. But yeah, so
okay.
So yeah, once again, and we're talking about in sacks.
I mean,
he's
how many games did Nelson play?
Nelson played 9. And now, and they said they have Niles down here for 11. So that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, so even if you wanted to say, well, maybe he beat him in tackle for losses, but he was only 4 positions behind with 2 less games. You see what I'm saying? Like, so if we're really breaking this down all the way, there's no way that Jordan Nelson should not have been on first team. I don't care who you drop off.
Well, like I said, like your last caller said, it's so, it's the way the voting set up, man. It's the way the voting set up. When you got coaches and ADs voting, because I know 9 times out of 10 you can't vote for your own player.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10 you can't vote for your own player. So you got to blame the people that did the vote.
Yeah.
Because, when I was, head coach, I had to vote. I couldn't vote for my own player. And I was upset my player didn't get at least first or second team. And he was nominated as an All-American honorable mention. And I'm like, I don't know how that works. But it's the way the voting's set up.
It is.
Yeah,
it's the way.
Yeah, and and like our player last year, Shay Johnson, she didn't get player of the year of the conference, but she was an All-American. And her jersey got hung up in the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame. So, but it's the way the voting set up.
Yeah, I agree. But hey, appreciate the call, Coach Green. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is probably the only player that I would have not cared about his stats. I'm not even gonna hold you. This is the only player that I would have been like, I don't give a damn what his stats look like. I know how impactful Devontae Davis was for that defense. I'm putting his ass on second team. I don't give a damn who's on that mug, for real. I mean that. Devontae Davis was hugely impactful. Dre, coming to you. What's up?
Hey, what's up, man? I think any great team kind of is going to take away from each other because you can't do as much. That's just, it's almost like when KD and Steph was on the same team, they cancel each other out for the MVP. Even though they both were putting up points. So when you got a team like Jackson that's so good, you may get a couple of sacks. I may get a couple of sacks. Opposed to if you're on a team by yourself where you could go and get everything. So, I mean, yeah, there's some discrepancies on that. But when you got a team like that, you almost, and that's probably, you see that in the pros also, you almost go with the winners. But even with the, when I mentioned about the system, I think for the most part, everybody on defense and even offense is a system, sort of. It's like a system player. There's very few people that you could drop in and they could play anywhere on any defense. So it's almost like I remember when what's the corner from Seattle that Sherman. When Sherman left, he went to San Fran because his former defensive back was the coordinator. Because he knew the scheme, you don't ask Sherman to play man and go on both sides. That's not what he do. So most players are going to go, and most defensive coordinators are going to use their players at their strengths and everything. They're not going to put them where, they're not going to be successful, and that's a good D coordinator. So, I mean, I just think most. Unless you're talking about the elite of the elite, like you can put Prime anywhere. That's what make Prime different because he did both sides. He could, but like you thinking about them, they don't got any zone. They don't run a bunch of zone. You can't play for him unless you play man. But Richard Sherman, he's a zone and he only stays on one side on top of that. So I think most defensive players are system players.
Is Jalen Ramsey a system player?
Nah, I think he travels.
That's not what I asked you. I said, is he a system player?
Nah, he travels. He's played in two. He played on. I think he travels, and to me, I believe if you travel, and especially at the DB position, you're not a system player.
How he doesn't play zone a lot. They only play. They 90% put him in man. Is that not a system player?
I mean, I will put it. I mean, what do you think is more difficult, playing man or playing in zone?
I think playing man is harder, but if that's what you do, like, okay, like, so you have corners like Nnamdi Asomugha, right? So I think Nnamdi Asomugha was a pretty good blend of man and zone. You know what I'm saying? Like, but Jalen Ramsey is a predominantly man corner and used to get mad at the Jaguars when they put him in zone. He used to get pissed. You know what I'm saying? So it's what players feel comfortable doing, and they want to feel like they want to be like, hey, I feel comfortable doing this. I want to do what I do. You know what I'm saying? I think what makes players great are players that can do multiple things, right? So you have guys who can play, you know, zone and man, or man and zone. You know what I'm saying? So do you bring in a man corner if you play zone? No, that means you don't fit my system. That means you're a system guy. You know what I'm saying? So it all kind of flows to itself. You know what I'm saying? So you know, when people say Jalen's not a system guy or Deion's not a system guy, I think Deion is so good that you build your system around him.
He's around him.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But he you know what I'm saying? It's just that he locks down a side of a field. That's what makes him like Revis Island. You know, Revis was a man corner. And they built their stuff around him being man. Hey, you a man guy, we're gonna put you on man. You're just that elite at man. You're just that you're the top of man corners. You know what I'm saying? But that still makes him a system guy because he feels comfortable in man. So it's like,
I would say like this. I would say that there's a difference between building the system around the player and you being a cog in the system. We'll say that.
Okay, that's fair.
You know, if I build the system around Scotty because, you know, he's just such a great receiver, that's different than, okay, we just gonna plug you in and almost like the Patriots. You know, Randy was different.
Yeah, put you in you know, we'll put you where we need you.
We put you where we need you. So, appreciate it, man.
No, appreciate the call, Dre. All right, JB, coming to you. What's up, JB?
Scotty, I'm happy as a runaway slave right now.
What's goody?
I'm so happy because we have gotten rid of that coach that we didn't have for so many years. That same coach who was sponging off of Jenkins' talent and his name and everything else. I am glad he is gone. Now we could actually get someone who was decent. Now, of course, the first thing that comes up is, of course, looking into our groups. Of course, we bring up the names, the usual suspects like the Ray Lewis and Nate Reeves. And folks, if we're any Wildcats that are listening, please let's not do the clout chasing stuff, please. All right, let's get a coach who can actually coach games, who can win games, and who can recruit and know what he's doing. That's all I ask for my Christmas list this year.
What's your short list?
Well, some of the names that we got, hold on a second, let me turn the speakerphone off. We got Brian Jenkins' name came up on the short list again. Let me see. Well, Kevin Sumlin's name came up. Willie Taggart's name came up. And I think it was another coach we had. I think he was a recruiting coordinator at Oregon. I forgot the name. Last name was Woody, I believe. I forgot his first name off the top of my head.
Blue probably.
But yeah, it was. Huh?
I said Blue probably no.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know, of course, the first thing that came up was someone brought up Ray Lewis, someone brought up Ed Reed. And so I said, okay, have those people mentioned any interest in coaching? We're like, no. So all right, so why would we bring them up? So yeah, once again. And of course, Christopher Dukes, no, we do not need a Coach Prime because we won games before Coach Prime or any NFL celebrity was there. So we're good. We could actually win games. So I just want someone that's going to be good. I'll be happy with that.
All right, man. Appreciate the call, JB.
Thank you.
Well, let me ask. I don't know. Willie Taggart. You know, I'm not. I don't know much about Willie, so I won't say yay or nay. But that might not be a bad one. I think Brian Jenkins. If you can't get Ed Reed or a celebrity guy or if you can't get Kevin Sumlin, I'm Brian Jenkins. We coming right on back to you. 2796 coming to you. Hey, caller, you live.
Scotty, what's going on?
What's up? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Just TJ, man.
What's up, TJ?
Man, you know what? You right, Scotty. And you know, I'ma just be real. I'm a Jack State fan. Dude, Savion should have been first team? No. He should have been second. Nah, he should have been second team.
Absolutely.
Him and Niles Gaddis should have been second team. And the reason why I say that because Savion didn't start. He didn't start the season. So I think he started with the third or fourth game. Which made it. Yeah, which made his season good because even though he didn't start, he still ran for 1,000 yards. So cool, boom. Now get it. I don't understand why they did that because I understand that he had the impact games against Tennessee State and what's the other game he impacted?
I think
want to say
if it wasn't Campbell, it was probably another game. I don't know.
Yeah, but I do hate that they do go by. You know what I'm saying? Like because after they started double teaming, now I'm gonna say this: if you don't double team him, yeah, he will dominate. He gonna dominate, but you seen it when they wasn't dominating, when they wasn't doubling him.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, okay, he was causing havoc. But when they start, you didn't hear his name no more. You didn't hear his name.
Mm-hmm.
And then he started getting nicked up. He started getting hurt and shit. So I agree with you. But that's all I had, though, Scott.
Hey, appreciate it, TJ. All right, this is Kayvon Britton's stats against Alcorn. Right? They were a good defensive team. They pretty much gave Jackson State problems offensively, right? He went for 93 yards and 2 touchdowns. Okay, that was against Alcorn. Against FAMU, they got a pretty good defense. He only got 30 yards. All right, they went 27-6 against let's say Texas Southern. He went for 97 yards and 2 touchdowns against Texas Southern. Against Alabama State, he went for 160. He went for 28 carries and 160 yards against Alabama State. All right. Against Prairie View. I don't have those stats. They won't pull them up. What else? Against Grambling. They lost that game. He rushed for 32 yards with 20 carries. Let me see. Against A&M, he rushed for 277 yards. He had 4 touchdowns. Like, my thing is this. You can't get mad. You can't get mad at a kid, grown man, whatever, who that's all. Listen, it's Savion Wilkerson. I mean, I'm not saying Savion Wilkerson isn't that guy because even at Delaware State, he was that guy. But all UAPB had was Kayvon Britton. It is what it is. All he had was Kayvon Britton. So it is what it is. Hey, we're going to move on to my last topic, which is, where will we on Deion watch? All right, we are on Deion watch. Where will Deion land next? All right, now, there was some news by a white man, all right, that he came out and said, so I'm going to play the video.
We've got big news. 2 sources telling me that Deion Sanders, Coach Prime time, the way I went to school with at Florida State and covered my first 2 years in the business, is going to be the new head coach at USF. Now, the deal is not done. I'm told 90% of the parameters have been agreed to, the big stuff. 5 years, $25 million for his contract, another $5 million for the assistant coaches pool that is agreed to. I'm told USF donors ponied up big time last night and came up with the money. They were also chasing Jamie Chadwell, but when they got got the money for Prime. That's where they headed, and all of it has been agreed to. The deal is not done, 90% done. There's still some roster issues. I'm told Dion wants to bring, Coach Prime wants to bring Shador, his son, obviously the quarterback, and there's some roster issues to agree to. By the way, Shador did a marketing deal with who? TB12, Tom Brady, who lives right over there on Davis Island. So it's all coming together. He also wanted full football operations control. That was granted as well. He wanted the new stadium to be expedited, hopefully in the next 3 to 4 years to get that done as well. So it's all coming together. Again, the deal is not done, but I'm told 90% of the parameters have been agreed to, and they expect to announce Deion Sanders as their new coach next week after Jackson State plays in the SWAC championship game this weekend in Jackson. So
that's what the white man said. So we on Deion watch. We seeing where Deion gonna go. All right, now listen. I will happily make a bet with anybody that Deion is not coming back. I will happily make that bet that Deion is not coming back. All right, happily, because I know it's not. But these are the teams that are in the mix. You know what I'm saying? Colorado. They said Cincinnati. I don't think he has a shot, but you never know. And USF. Listen, I will bet listen, if you want to bet me that Deion that's not going to leave, call into the show, and I'll just keep making $20 bets. I'll keep making $20 bets because I know multiple of you guys would love to have Deion stay. Call in, I'll just make multiple $20 bets with y'all. And I just want to collect my money. I just want to collect my money. Just want to collect my moolah. Life of Lando. Bro. You really want to lose your money? Like y'all really think Deion is staying? Y'all really think Deion is staying? Like, wow, you willing to bet $1,000 that this man is really staying? Oh, he's gone. I'm about to be 5-1. I'm about to be 6-1. Oh my gosh, bro. Bro, he's gone, bro. He is so gone. I'll take the $500 bet by Jings of Kings. I will take the $500 bet. Jings of Kings, but you got to call in. You got to call in. Jings of Kings, whatever his damn name is, I will take that $500 bet. You got to call in. And I'll take that bet. So I'm waiting. Where he at? Let me see. Let me see. I'll take this bet. I'll take that bet right here. $500. I'll take it. I'll take the bet right now. Right here, right now. $500. I'm waiting. Is somebody gonna take the bet? I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear none of that shit. I'm at work. I can't call in. Not my problem. All right. I'm only taking bet. If you can't call in, we can't take a bet because I need to get your phone number. I need to get your phone number. That's what I want. That's what I want. Anybody willing to take that bet, call in. Now you just make it. See, now you just making such big bets that you know I won't call you on it. If I call you on it, then you'll be really looking crazy, and I will want my $2,500. And I got your number, Barrage. I got yours. No, it ain't no talking after no show. It ain't no talking after no show. Call your ass in. If you all big and bad in the chat, $500. Call your ass in so everybody can hear your voice. So I ain't no calling after the show. Ain't none of that. Ain't no calling after the show. Hey, hell no. You didn't make the comment after the show. So ain't no calling out. Oh, I'm calling after the show. Bump all that. Bump all that. Call in now. How can you bet $1,000 but you can't? So one guy says, I'm at work, I can't call in. But you so big and bad, you got $1,000, but you can't call in, you can't slide to the bathroom and be like, hey, Scott, I'll take you up on that $500. Something don't sound right. Something sound a little fishy to me. Bama's out here making bets. Bama's making bets. Oh my God, my boss won't let me call in. Call in, J-Love. Call in, J. Listen, I'm only making bets. Call lines are open. You know, once you hit a white girl, call lines open.
All participants are unmuted. All participants are muted.
Call lines are open. 518-263-8124. If you guys are such bosses. Oh, I'm at work. Oh, I'm at work. Oh, I can't call right now. My boss is here. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let me call you in the bathroom. But I'm such a boss. I'm such a boss, right? I'm such a boss. Come on, man. Exactly. I got all that energy in the chat. Ooh. Come on, man. Mirage, I will bet you $500. Bump all that $2,500 stuff. $500. Oh, yeah, I could. Yeah, no, yeah, I need to win that. I should make that. I should make that bet. Hey, caller, you live. Who this?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Who this?
This is the Life of Lando.
Life of Lando?
Yeah.
Let's take that $500. We doing $500?
Yeah, we could do it.
All right.
And let's make sure we get the bet right. So you're saying that he's going to leave after this Saturday, right?
No. He's
That's
leaving.
The bet,
No. No, the bet is he leaves this year.
Well, now you switch it to
Listen, no. I never gave a specific date. That never came out of my mouth, so you're lying. I said Deion is gone. I didn't say a date. I said Deion is gone. He is leaving this offseason. That is my bet.
So you're okay. Then I'll have to cancel the bet because now you're switching the bet.
That was always the bet. I said he's going to leave. What are you talking about? I never gave a specific date.
Okay. Okay. So this off season, right?
That's what that is. It's an off season. He's leaving after the season.
And he's going to Colorado?
I didn't say a specific team. See, you niggas is trying to switch the bet. I said Deion is gone. That's all I said. You came in the chat talking about that. Right. I said, who wants to make a bet that he's leaving? You Bamas need to listen. I said, who wants to make a bet that he's leaving?
I'll have to cancel the bet then.
Oh, then you see. Yeah. You're talking all that shit. Bama's talking all that shit. You see what I'm saying? Everybody got all that energy in the chat. Bama's got all that energy in the chat. Hey, I didn't know. I thought you said he was leaving at a specific date. Yes, I never said that. I said Deion is gone. I said, who wants to make a bet that Deion is leaving? You said you're going to Colorado? I didn't say that. That's not what I said. I said he's leaving. He won't be at Jackson. Okay? You Bamas is killing me today. All that energy changed. Oh, now you see what I'm saying? Y'all see what I'm saying? It's real funny to me. How everybody changing up their narrative now. I didn't know. Oh, yeah. Bamas is lying. Everybody got money. Everybody a boss. I listened very into it. I listened very intently. And I know what I said. I said, who wants to make a bet that Deion is leaving? That's all I said. Who wants to make a bet that Deion's leaving? If you think he's going to stay, make the bet. It shouldn't matter when. If you so confident, that's how I know you Bamas don't believe what you're talking about. If you so confident, you should be like, oh yeah, Scotty, he ain't going nowhere. I don't give a damn off season, in season, in fall, winter, spring, summer. It don't matter. It don't matter. He's staying, Scotty. That's how confident you should be to make the bet. I shouldn't have to say, oh, he's leaving December 6th. Oh, is he leaving December 6th, Scotty? I'll make that bet. Never said that. Never once said that. It's real funny to me how Bama's getting real tough in the chat. Oh, $1,000. This is Life Orlando. $1,000. Call in. So you said December 6th? Never said that. Oh, so you said Colorado. I never said that. Oh, well, I can't make the bet then. I can't make the bet. What you mean you can't make the bet? What you mean? Bro, that's some scary. This is a scary guy. The bet was he leaves this season. I didn't say he's going to leave. I didn't leave it so open-ended that Deion's going to leave forever. I didn't say that. I said Deion, the bet is that Deion will leave this off season. I just don't. What? What? Man, Bama's is different out here in these streets. Calling you live.
All right, I guess I'm gonna step up. I'll do 250 that he stays.
All right.
So if I lose, we'll call it an early wedding present.
I appreciate
so either
that.
way, just so you don't go on a rant for another 30 minutes talking about Bama's this and Bama's that.
I'm just saying.
I'll put 250 up.
What's your name? What's your name?
This is Marcus.
Marcus? All
from
right,
Texas.
All right, Marcus from Texas. I got you. This your number? This your number? This your cell?
Yeah, this is my cell. So whenever the decision's made, I'll Cash App or Zelle or whatever we need to do. 250.
All right. Thank you, sir. All right. I got you locked in. I'm gonna put your number on my bookie list. Thank you, sir.
All right, man.
Thanks, Marcus. 1534. Hey, calling you live.
What's going on, big dog?
What's up? What's your name? Where you calling from?
It's true.
What's up, True? You want to make this bet?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, what we doing?
I got you 50.
50? Okay, we do 50. Listen, I love small bets. That's
Hey,
I love it.
I'm gonna say something for your wedding, bro. I got you.
Nah, I ain't gonna take that. 250.
No, I'm gonna do both of them.
Okay. Cool. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna take care of you, bro.
I know you because I feel like black people be like this. I'm gonna make a bet with you. You lose, I pay you 50. But I'm gonna use this 50 for your wedding registry.
No, I guess.
All right, appreciate the truth. I got you.
Good.
All right, cool. I got $300. I appreciate that. I appreciate somebody stepping up to the plate because all you, especially this Bama. Matter of fact, I should block your corny ass. That's what I should do. Jeans of Kings. It's talking all that smoke. I should block your corny ass over there looking like an orange, looking like with them little cuties, looking like a cutie orange. That's what you look like. Should block your ass. You listen. If this Bama ain't betting, that's how you know he knows. Like Sean be betting, right? This Sean be betting. If Sean don't make the bet, I'm telling you right now, that's when you don't want to bet. If Sean make the bet, don't bet. If he don't bet, then don't bet. Sean should be your key. Rocky, coming to you.
Hey, bro. I want to take your side of the bet for anybody else who want to bet. Anything you don't want to cover, I'll cover some of it too, because I think this is unless a Jackson State got a donor that can pony up $5 million for his salary and $5 million for his staff, it's a wrap, bro. The numbers done got too big.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
The numbers done got too big.
So you my back end? Okay, Rocky. Listen, we
about to
clean up.
The numbers
Rocky.
done got too big.
We about to clean up, Rock. Okay, cool.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, if you talking 5 years, 25 million, Dion gonna want it all guaranteed. Then he gonna want the money for his staff. He gonna want that money guaranteed, and he gonna want escalators for win bonuses, recruiting budgets, all that kind of stuff. The numbers ain't got too big, bro. At the end of the day, ain't no way Jackson State don't have a chance. They out of there, and I hate to see him go though. To be honest with you,
appreciate it.
I hate to see him go, but I don't blame him. All right, bro.
All right. You heard it, man. Where the big bets at? Where the big bets at? Come on, Life Orlando. Where that $1,000 at, big baby? Yeah. I got a back in now. I got a bank. Let's go. Big bank, take little bank. Where these bets at? 55.80 coming to you. Big bank, take little. You betting?
Got it. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you betting? Hey, turn the background down.
Can you hear me? Yeah, you betting? Yeah, okay. Yeah, got it. I'm just calling to say that I guess.
Turn the background down.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just calling you, Scotty, that
all right, listen. When you call in, don't listen to the TV. Call back in, okay? Because I know you probably listen to me. When you call back in, do not listen to the TV. Turn the TV off and talk to me on the phone. Call back in. We'll fix it. All right, 3837 coming to you. Hey, calling you live.
Hey, what up? This is Soldier. I do 100.
You do now. We got to go bigger than that, Soldier. We got to go big. We got 250. Give me 200. Give me 200.
Hey man, I'm a family man. I got 5 kids, bro.
I got 4 kids and child support. What you talking about? Okay, we'll do 100. So I got you down for.
But you got a backer. You know me.
All right, I got your number. So you said 100.
Yeah, I got you 100.
Okay, and what's your last name?
It's DJ Soldier, bro.
Oh, DJ. Oh, yeah. Okay, DJ. I got you, Soldier. All right, got you. All right, bro. All right, got you locked in.
All right, bro.
All right, peace. You know, listen, I'm not the one to take money out of people's kids' mouths. That ain't me, because I got kids, you know what I'm saying? But you know, if I must, I must. 1481 coming to you. Hey, caller, you live.
What's up, Ty? This is James the Kings, man. What's up?
What's up, James the Kings? We still doing
like a king, man. That's what we're doing.
We still doing 500?
We're gonna do the 100, man. We're gonna do the 100. I'm gonna follow down my boy that just called a few seconds ago.
Hold on. No. First of all, it sounds like you calling me underwater. Your phone sounds bad.
You said what now?
I said it sounds like you're calling me underwater.
No, I had to go in the bathroom at work, man. I don't know if the signal's good, but
okay, so you
said me out like that, so I'm gonna do the 100.
100? Okay, James the Kings, 100. I got you locked in.
All right.
Oh, no, hold on. Let me get your number. I'm about to let me screenshot this number. I'm gonna hold y'all members accountable. All right, I got you locked in.
All
right. Peace. I'm getting all you suckers today. I'm getting, listen, my wedding about to be paid. 7173. Hey, caller, you live.
Yeah, for anybody making the bet, I listen to you and King Clark. King Clark just tweeted. He was like, "We're not waiting on Sunday for something we already know." So it seemed like a lot of people in the JSU camp already know what's going on.
Hey, bro. What are you doing? You messing up my hustle, bro. What are you doing?
Hey, man. Saving these people out here.
Man, you better get off my line. Shoot. Miss Griffin coming to you.
Hey, Scotty.
Hey, Miss Griffin. You making a bet with me?
Yeah.
What you got?
$100 he stays.
$100 he stays? Okay. I got you. I got you, Miss Griffin.
All right.
All right, Miss Griffin. Thank you.
Bye.
Right. Bye. Listen. I need a big bet. Yeah, I need big bets, man. You know, my woman's wedding is not cheap. Okay. She's very bougie. She's not cheap. So Where am I at right now? I got 1, 2, 3. I'm at 5. I'm at $600. Okay. I'm at $600. I need a big bet. I'm talking about like a 5,000. I need 5,000. Who trying to bet that 5,000? 5,000. Wow. I need that 5,000. Wow. Oh man. 5486 coming to you. Hey, caller, you live.
Hey, what else, Scotty?
What's up?
Hey, I'm rolling with you though. I'm like, oh boy, I'm rolling with you. Shit, I give you a $500 max. I need credit. You just gotta let me know what I'm taking.
Okay, I got you. I got too easy. I got another $500 credit. Cool. I got you. Appreciate y'all, man. Hey, listen, if I don't use the credit, just donate it to my wedding.
All right, Scott.
All right, man. Appreciate it. Listen, I love you guys, man. You ain't slick, Bama. You ain't slick, Bama. 1027 coming to you.
Hey, Scotty, I don't know where Cincinnati popped up in all this madness, but if you had to put these offers in order, what would you rock with if you were Prime right now? Because I'm hoping Cincy.
If I'm Prime, South Florida is my #1 job, right? And Colorado is #2, and then Cincy's #3, and this is why, right? So if I'm Dion, I want to go into a position that does not have expectations. All right, you walk into Cincy, they have expectations. Like they're expecting to be competitive and win and whatever. So, and if I'm being honest, I don't know if Prime is ready for that coaching prowess right now. That's just my personal opinion. The reason I say South Florida is because he walks into South Florida, he's a freaking superstar, right? He walks into Colorado, he's an employee. It's a difference. You know what I'm saying? You're big, but you're still disposable. You know what I'm saying? Them white boys will fire you just because they were like, listen, you're not that important, okay? I would definitely take the South Florida job because it's like the prodigal son coming home. Like it's Florida, it's Dion. And if I'm Dion, I want to stick it to Florida State. You know what I'm saying? Next year he plays Florida. Next year he plays Alabama. In the next 2 or 3 years, he plays Florida State. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm Dion, I'm walking into Florida and I'm trying to show Florida that I'm the bad bully on the block now. Like watch me work. You know what I'm saying? So I would take South Florida.
Hey, absolutely. Thank you for answering my call, man.
No problem. You ain't making no bets?
Oh, no, man. I ain't got no money. I'm in the Army.
He said, I ain't got no money. I'm in the Army. I heard that before. I absolutely heard that before. All right. So he took the side. You know what I'm saying? So I'm at 650 right now. I'm at 650. Anybody try? Listen, man. Before I get up out of here, anybody try to make that thou wow, that 3 thou wow, 4 thou wow? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to. Hey, Barrage, 2500. What happened to that 2500, Barrage? Where you at? Where that 2500 at, Barrage? Yeah. Where Barrage at? You still in here, Barrage? Let me see. You said 25. Let me see. I'm taking all comers. Yeah, you was all. I know your money good for it. Yeah, but I want to hear you call in. Let me see. I'm trying to get this wedding paid for. Hey man, listen, man. Weddings are not cheap, bro. I'm just telling you that right now. Yeah, where you at, Barrage? Nah, my boy. Nah, my boy. That's not what you said when you said what you said. What that? I got back in now, baby. Come on now. I need that. I need that same 2500 energy. That's what I need. I need that same 2500 energy. What we doing? What we doing? Okay. Okay. This one say. This one, you know, if we. I'm just waiting. I'm just. Yeah. Crickets out here in these streets, baby. It's crickets out here in these streets. I guess that 25 hundo ain't what it is. All right. Well, guess Barrage. Probably not going to. Oh, is he now? Would you like to make a wager on that, sir? Would you like to make a wager on that, my good fellow? Tell squad in this mother. So I guess not. The bet is that I'm betting that Dion leaves this year. And that and then the bet against me is, of course, that Dion is staying this year. So that's the bet. Anybody want to make that bet? Last call. Last call for alcohol. Would you like to make a bet on that, Craig Ellis? Would you like to make a bet on that, Craig Ellis? Listen, man, y'all Bama's out here talking. I don't give a damn what y'all talking about. Are you trying to make a bet on that he's not leaving? Because it's real easy to be in the comments and be like, oh, my gosh, you know what I'm saying? He's not leaving. Would you want to make a bet on that? Call in. I got backers, baby. I got backers. Cash airs, come on. Come on now. Come on down. Come on down. Come on down. You the next person on The Price is Right. Come on, make that call in and make that bet. Hey, Mr. Campbell, if you about to start making people feel guilty about trying to bet, I can't have you on the call line.
No, man, I ain't gonna. I don't mess up the hustle, bro. You know, I don't mess up no hustle, baby. I love it. I love it. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, there's no swindle in a fair trade, so I don't hate on that. So I actually called in, man, because see, I'm gonna give the conspiracy theory to all my folks in Jackson, Scotty. Dion ain't leaving, and I'm gonna tell you why Dion ain't leaving. Okay, tell you how you gonna do it. After they win the Celebration Bowl, and he got the eyes of the world right there looking at him, Dion is going to look at that mic and look at RG3 with them bad braids, and he going to say, I'm here for my people. I'm going to stay at Jackson State because we have not finished what we got. And Scotty, I'm telling you, Deion Sanders will be as big as Martin Luther King, Barack Obama, and Chadwick Boseman. And he will be on every Southern black folks' house. On, you know, that little place when you go to a Big Mama's house and she had Martin Luther King and John F. Kennedy and Barack Obama. They're going to have the Deion's plate right there. So right there alone, Scotty, he will sell 1 million of those plates at $5 a piece. They're going to $5 million right there. They're going to $5 million right there, Scotty. Then he's going to get with TD Jakes, and they're going to do a world tour to every inter-Pentecostal Baptist old religion church. And he's going to speak about how he is here to save black folks. They're going another $1 million right there, Scotty. Now I'm at $6 million right there. Okay?
Easy money.
So we got the church, wait a minute, we selling the plates with Martin Luther King, Barack Obama, Black Panther and him. That's $5 million. Then we doing the church tour with TD Jakes. Okay? We got another $1 million right there. Right there. And then Shador, Shiloh, and his daughters are going to come out and say how much they love JSU and they proud to be the culture. And then they're going to get another couple of $1 million just doing TikTok videos. There you go, Scotty.
Man.
And he can do this. Hold on. And he can wait because they get a white boy the Colorado job, right? And he going to fail. And he'll be out of there in 2 years. By that time, Shadur's graduated, and he can go get the Colorado job and make $8-9 million. I'm telling you, it can happen. And I gave you the numbers. So Deion would be bigger than Barack Obama if he stayed at Jackson State. I'm telling you.
All right, let's get.
He would have a piece on the wall.
I'm gonna have to let you go because you're holding up my money. People ain't calling in trying to bet. So,
all right, man.
All right. Hey, the real, the raw, and the real. How about you reel your ass and call in since you so raw and real and bet? How about you stop talking about it and put your money up? Hey, caller, you live.
How you doing, man? This is Cash Harris on YouTube.
Yep. What's up? Talk to me.
I got 500 for you. That Deion safe.
Okay, 500.
Yeah, I got 500 Deion safe. But keep this though. He really don't leave no quitter. He don't leave next year. He needs to next year.
I can't hear you. What'd you say?
I said he's going to leave, just not this year.
But you know the bets for this year, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I know. That's all. I'm gonna take that bet.
Okay.
I feel like I'm gonna win that one.
Okay. I got your number. All right. I just hope you hold yourself.
All right.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Listen, $1,100. I'ma just be out here like I'm gonna be like bruh man on the 5th floor. I'm gonna be like Debo, just collecting. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna do. I got Bama's numbers. I got the prices right here. You know what I'm saying? I got rip my stuff all down. You know what I'm saying? Right there. So just saying. Oh, they gonna pay. Oh, they gonna pay because I got their sale numbers, right? And I got my god sister works for the FBI. So play with me if you want to. Play with me if you want to. All right, so I'm at 11. I think that's a good little amount. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I think it's a good little $100. You know, go towards the wedding. Let me see. I got another person. Hey, caller, you live.
Hey, Scotty. How you doing?
What's up? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, this is Sinead from Georgia. I take that bet up for 50.
Man, hey, listen, man. I'm big banking over here now. I ain't doing no more $50 bets. If it ain't over $100,
what you want to bet? Let's bet 100 then.
No, let's bet 500. You since you wasn't what we wanted. Let's bet 500.
We can bet 500. I'll take that bet. I don't think Deion leaving.
Okay, 500. All right. What's your name? No, what's your name? What's your name? What's your name? What's your name?
Sinead. SHANEA.
Okay, SHANEA. Got you locked in. All right, appreciate it.
All right.
All right, man. Appreciate it. That's 1,600. That's 1,600. I'm at 1,600. I'm gonna stop right there. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna stop right here. You know, it would be crazy if Deion was watching this and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna screw Scotty over." I'm not. That would be so funny. Hey, 55-52 coming to you. Hey, caller, you live.
Okay, hey, this is Eric Grayson out of Dallas, Texas.
What's up, man?
I'm gonna put the bet down at 150.
Now, how about let's make it a cool 400.
We can make it a cool 200.
All right, 200. I'll take it. What's your name?
Eric.
All right, let me get your cell number. Click. Got that. Click it. All right, so 200, Eric. All right, got you. All right, got you locked in. All right, man. Listen, if that ain't gonna be the best episode, ever when Deion leave. So, hey, listen, my boy Jay got some money. That boy he be driving in the rain with a Tesla. He be driving in the rain with a Tesla. You know, you only like that. That boy got money. Okay, he be out there. He taking pictures of him driving in his Tesla in the rain with no hands. That's different. That's a different type of money. You know what I'm saying? Just out here. You know, that's just a different type of money. Just a different type of money. Let me see. I'm on DraftKings. What's going on? The P Funk 100. Are you betting 3,500? Are you betting 3,500 that Dion leave it? Dion ain't leave. Is that what you bet? Got called in, DJ Cold World. We at 1,800 right now, Blue. We at 1,800. Better call in right now, DJ Cold World. Just saying. Just saying. Make sure you go live when you got to pay up. All right. How am I not going to go live? I'm going to be sick. Talk the whole staff with him. This boy said, my name is Sean Combs. So I know you ain't going to pay up. I know you ain't going to pay up. Bama's just out here just making bets, huh? Bama's just out here, man. I'm gonna get up out of here. Let me stop. I'm gonna get up out of here. All right, so we at 1,800. We had 1,800. So nice little man. Listen, I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for real. Like, now, listen, I wouldn't have made these big bets if I ain't had people say they was gonna credit me. So, you know, I'm gonna have to break them off a little something too, just for the credit. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta break my people off. I gotta break Rocky off. I gotta break Jay off. You know what I'm saying? If I win, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta break them off. You know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't have made the bet if I didn't have the credit. You know what I'm saying? So I got support my people. You know what I'm saying? So I'll probably give them 400 each, and I'll just take 1,000. You know what I'm saying? I just take 1,000. You know what I'm saying? Wow. You know. But that's me. I look out for I look out for my peoples. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. I look out for my people. It is what it is. So we'll see. We shall see. It's gonna be a very interesting episode because I'm gonna be making a lot of phone calls about my Cash App. Okay. Just want to make sure. All right, guys. But listen, we're gonna get up out of here. Hey, tonight, don't forget tonight. All right, the breakdown. Me, Harry White, Mike Reed is gonna be epic. Boombox Classic Part 2 SWAC Championship. You don't want to be nowhere else. We moved it to tonight so y'all can sit y'all ass at the crib, have your kids, popcorn, and laugh y'all asses off because you already know when you add me, Mike Reed, Perry Wright, ain't nothing but laughter and fun going to be on the show tonight, all right? So make sure y'all tune in. Tell your friends, tell your family. It's going down, Boombox Classic Part 2. I'm going to be in Jackson. Me and my beautiful lady will be in Jackson this weekend. So if you see us, say what's up. Like I said, I'm gonna try to do some interviews with some of the people around the area. So if y'all see me, say what's up. So listen, until next time, you know what I'm gonna do. I'ma holla. God bless.